Have you ever had to explain to your child that their teacher is completely wrong? My daughter, Chloe, came home from fifth grade yesterday, holding a worksheet in her hand as if it were a sacred text. She looked at me with wide eyes and said, "Dad, did you know that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made object that can be seen from the moon?" Now, I am a structural engineer. I have spent my entire career poring over blueprints and high-resolution satellite data. I looked at her and said, "Sweetheart, that is a complete myth. The Great Wall is only 30 feet wide. Trying to see it from the moon would be like trying to spot a single human hair from 2 miles away." She looked crestfallen, but Mrs. Gable has a poster of it. She said it's a proven scientific fact. The next morning, I went to the school to drop off Chloe's forgotten lunch. I ran into Mrs. Gable in the hallway, and I tried to speak to her as gently as possible. I said, "Hello, Chloe told me about the lesson on the Great Wall. I just wanted to offer a quick correction. NASA actually debunked that claim years ago. You can see city lights from low orbit, but from the moon, you can't see any man-made objects." Mrs. Gable didn't even blink. She crossed her arms and gave me a look that seemed to say, "I've been doing this for 30 years. She said, "Mr. Miller, this is what is written in our social studies packet. I don't want to confuse the children by changing the rules on them halfway through." I couldn't believe my eyes. She was actually choosing a 20-year-old photocopied packet over the actual facts of space travel. Well, that Friday, Chloe submitted her homework. She is a bright child, so she wrote, "The Great Wall of China is not visible from the moon." On Monday morning, she came home, and a large red circle had been drawn around her answer, and she had received a big fat 0 for that question. I didn't take this matter lightly. The very next day, I went straight to Principal Sterling's office, and I took along a printed statement from the Apollo 12 astronauts. The principal looked at the paper, then looked at the red ink on Chloe's quiz, and simply let out a deep sigh. 2 days later, Mrs. Gable had to offer an explanation in front of the entire class. Now, whenever I pass by her while dropping Chloe off at school, she suddenly starts looking at something very interesting on her phone. And Chloe? She learned the most important lesson of the year, that just because a teacher says something doesn't necessarily mean it's true.